Did you know there is a lake that can transform creatures into stone like sculptures, as if they are frozen in time? This is Lake Natron in Tanzania, one of the world's most mysterious and dangerous lakes. But what would happen if yes, you decided to jump into this lake? Could you survive, or would you meet a more ominous fate? Stick around as we dive into the chemistry, the science, and the consequences of taking a plunge into this deadly lake. Lake Natron is located in northern Tanzania, near the border with Kenya. This lake spans about 56 kilometers in length and 24 kilometers in width. But it's not the size that makes it notorious. It's what lies inside. The water of Lake Natron is extremely alkaline, with a pH level ranging from 9 to 10.5. For comparison, normal drinking water has pH level of 7, which is neutral. The water in this lake can reach temperatures up to 60 degrees Celsius, 140 degrees Fahrenheit. With these conditions, Lake Natron is more like a cauldron of chemicals than a lake. But why does it have such a strange property? The key to understanding Lake Natron's danger lies in its composition. The lake is rich in sodium carbonate and bicarbonate, substances that come from the surrounding volcanic ash. These compounds, combined with high levels of salinity, make the water so caustic that it can burn the skin upon contact. The lake's alkalinity is so potent that it can act as a natural preservative, mummifying dead animals that fall into its waters. This is why many creatures, such as birds, end up looking like petrified sculptures along the shoreline. But don't worry, these creatures are already deceased before the lake preserves them this way. It's not like a horror movie where creatures turn to stone upon contact, but it's not far off either. Let's imagine you jumped into Lake Natron. The moment you hit the water, you would feel a sharp, intense burning sensation all over your body. The caustic nature of the water would cause irritation and inflammation on contact. Your skin would begin to tingle and burn, much like if you touched a highly concentrated bleach solution. Within minutes, the alkalinity would start to eat away at your skin, causing blisters and chemical burns. The heat of the water, reaching 60 degrees Celsius, would add to your distress, further burning your skin. It's not just the outer surface that would suffer. Your eyes, your nose, and mouth would be in excruciating pain. If you managed to swallow even a small amount of water, it could burn your esophagus and stomach lining. You may have heard of Lake Natron's eerie reputation for turning animals into stone. This phenomenon has given rise to many myths and stories. But let's break it down. The lake doesn't actually turn living creatures into stone while they are alive. What really happens is that the high concentrations of sodium carbonate act like a natural embalming agent, preserving the bodies of animals that die and fall into the lake. Over time, the creatures become calcified, coated in a layer of salt that makes them appear as if they have turned into stone. If a human were to jump in, they wouldn't turn into a statue right away. But the extreme conditions could lead to rapid dehydration and possibly death if they weren't rescued in time. Over a longer period, their body would become preserved in the same way, but only after they were no longer alive. So, could anyone survive such a plunge? The short answer is highly unlikely. The combination of scalding hot water, corrosive alkalinity, and toxic salts means that even the toughest adventurers wouldn't last long in Lake Natron. If someone were lucky enough to be pulled out quickly, they would still face severe burns, eye damage, and the need for immediate medical attention. Breaking the fumes from the lake's surface could also irritate the lungs, adding to the complications. Unlike the lake's hard residents like the extremophile microbes and a few species of fish adapted to these harsh conditions, human beings are not built to withstand such an environment. Survival in Lake Natron would require quick intervention, protective gear, and lots of luck. Lake Natron is a reminder of the beauty and danger that nature can hold. It's a place where life struggles to exist, where the landscape can seem otherworldly, and where the water itself holds secrets of preservation. It's mesmerizing but deadly, a perfect example of nature's power. So, the next time you think about taking a swim, maybe steer clear of Lake Natron. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of Earth's most dangerous places, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.